Today I'm demonstrating the LatLonGO blacklining application in conjunction with FiberPlanIT, the FTTx design automation and optimization platform. LatLonGO is a GIS agnostic, SAP certified enterprise mobility solution. In this video I will be demonstrating the use of LatLonGO to perform FTTx design validations 100% offline in the field and sharing those edits with back-office systems. Here we can see offline FiberPlanIT designs loaded into LatLonGO on a tablet device using native adapters created by WeDoIT. I can perform standard LatLonGO functions to view, navigate and interrogate the data, plus such functions as turn-by-turn driving directions or create some red lines, photographs or notes. If I create a red line job now, I'll just create a quick boundary which will specify a survey job area. And we'll add a quick note just to say what this is. And save that job. In this special blackline application, we can also enter into survey mode. This enables us to make edits, moves or deletions to existing objects or to create new ones. Now in survey mode we can meet a vast number of field use cases. For example, we might want to change the home count of homes served by a demand point. I have to put the object into survey in progress and then I can make changes. So I'll just change the home count here. When I apply that change, we get a yellow designator to show that a change has been made, and yellow says that it's still in progress. So I'll just put this into completed, and it goes green. Similarly, we can make a physical move. So if I select an object, I actually selected the other one, so we'll choose one from a list. Let's put this into survey in progress and apply it. And now, using my finger on the screen of the tablet, I can tap and hold and get a crosshair which allows me to precision place that object. When I'm happy with the location, I can then say this object is survey completed and apply. Similarly, we can add a new object. So from this plus menu item, we have a number of objects which we can create. So I will create a new demand point in the field. I click, and when I'm happy with the location, I hit the tick, and then I get an empty form in order to complete the attribution. I'll put this straight into completed mode and add a home count. I'll also set the include to say true. This is to be part of my design. Apply that change. Now I'm going to save this survey job simply by hitting the save button. When I go back into the survey menu, I can see my existing survey. I can't actually add another one until I hit this button to actually finish my survey. Having done so, color changes to show me that that survey has been finished, and I can now create a new survey. So now, in the same way, we can make edits to other objects. For example, a center line of a road, I might want to add the width, having physically measured it on site. There might be a constraint for a reason why I don't want to cross that road, so I might want to change that status. I'll actually discard that change. I can make changes to polygon objects as well. If I want to change this, I put it into survey in progress and apply, and by hitting the survey button again, this actually enters me into edit mode. In edit mode, I can then use my finger on the screen to add a vertex or delete all existing vertices and actually redraw the object. When I'm happy, I hit the tick and I say that the survey is completed. Apply that change. Likewise, I can add other objects. I'll add a quick poll. So we'll add a new poll here. happy with the location, I get my pole designator, and then I can fill in my attribution. So I'll say this is an existing pole that the surveyor has found on site. Now this pole might be because this pole in the design, if I actually select the pole from the list, so this pole in the design might not actually exist. So I could put this into survey in progress. I could either say false, this doesn't exist. However, I can also choose to delete that object. Now this doesn't actually delete a GIS object, however it marks that object for deletion. When I'm happy with my surveys, I can complete, save the survey, go into here and finish the survey, and when I am happy, I synchronize my device. With synchronization now complete, I can run our redline extractor. I have a number of configuration fields to set in order to tell the system where to look, and when I read redlines, we can see our redline job and our 2 FiberPlanIT survey jobs. I'm going to select all 3 and download those redlines. With the redlines and surveys retrieved, I can now start GIS, and in here we see our original design layers, but we also have set up some layers for survey objects and another layer for redline objects. If I first make my redlines visible, we can see the boundary that I set as a redline, so this is just a simple drafting geometry and a note. But also, if I turn on my survey objects, let's turn off the redline boundary so we can now actually see the objects created or edited during the survey. Now we can see all the survey objects. There's some back office business process required to update or to incorporate those survey validations into the design. For example, a user might want to take the distribution boundary captured in the field and actually apply that to the boundary of the design. That concludes the demonstration. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Many thanks.